Well, hello, welcome back to another exciting edition of Coffee with Stephen. So this week's blog is entitled People v. Yang. This case out of Northern California was brought to my attention by several of our members as well as my readers of this blog last week. And when I first saw it, it was a news article that had been written by ABC News from a local affiliate up in Tulare County. And then it was a poorly drafted news article, but basically it intimated that an individual had been arrested for the mere possession of standard capacity magazines. Now, it was also somewhat of a nuanced article. It suggested that there was another individual, potentially the one who got arrested because it was unclear, but that he was actually a parolee, and then they were prosecuting this case as a felony. And the only way that really made any sense was that it was the parolee that was the actual defendant. Now, the parolee had made the the defendant had made the apparent proclamation at the time of his arrest that he had acquired the magazines during Freedom Week. So, the whole thing didn't make any sense to me. I brought it to Major Taramina's, awareness. We were discussing it, and we basically said, you know what, this is ridiculous. We're sitting here and we're speculating on something that really we don't completely have all the information on. We do know from the news article who the defense attorney is. Screw it. Let's call the defense attorney. So on Friday, Cosmo and I had a conference call with the defendant's defense attorney. Now, I don't want to go into all of the details. Some of that stuff is legitimately privileged, but suffice to say, the actual defendant is a 100% law-abiding citizen without any criminal record whatsoever. In fact, he actually had, up until this arrest, a concealed weapons permit from the Tulare County Sheriff. His brother was a parolee, and law enforcement was present in their house for the purposes of doing a check on the parolee. During that time, they had gone into the brother's bedroom, which is an absolute violation of his constitutional rights, but they had gone into the bedroom, noticed in plain view some standard capacity magazines, and asked him, where did he get these? He said, I got them during Freedom Week. He was subsequently arrested, and for some God knows what reason, the district attorney decided that they were going to go ahead and file it as a felony. Now, it's gone through a preliminary hearing, and I actually had the opportunity to read the entire preliminary hearing transcript. What I saw was a district attorney, deputy district attorney, that was acting massively egregious. Essentially, his argument before the court was, we don't give a rat's ass about the law. This is what we want to do. The judge, it still boggles my mind, some of the things that she said in that preliminary hearing. But basically, it was, well, whatever the DA wants, that's what I'm going to go with. The defense attorney is extremely articulate and very well versed in Second Amendment law. And in fact, ironically, Xavier Becerra has already come to the defense of this defendant, essentially saying, hey, we told law enforcement and we told the district attorney that there is a federal court order in place that is prohibiting you from doing this. Now, he expects that on June 25th, when the arraignment's going to be held, that the case against him is going to be dismissed. I hope that's the case. I quite candidly also want to see sanctions levied against the district attorney as well as the judge. They were both made aware that their actions were in direct violation of a federal court order. And I believe that they should be hauled in before Judge Benitez and made to answer why they knowingly violated that court order. In any event, read the blog. It's going to make your mind spin, okay? I'm going to tell you that right now. Again, this is the state essentially saying, we make up the rules as we go along. And how dare you? How dare you even question what we're doing? After all, you're nothing more than a subject here. It's infuriating. Anyways, read the blog. As always, go ahead and make your comments. You can always reach me at Stephen@ArtemisHQ.com. As always, I want you to train constantly, consistently, repetitively, and with purpose. And above all else, stay safe.